I remember, I think we had one bottle of water that was, like, part of the way drank.
Yeah, because
so
I think we got
dip.
it from, like, a kind... Didn't we, like, get it from a kind stranger or something?
They noticed, and they were, like... They were the one that stopped us, and they're like, just so you know, like, this is a hefty hike.
Right, yeah. But you know what? We built character.
Oh,
and now it's something we can laugh about now.
Well, and it happened... Oh, yeah, no, keep going.
I was just going to say, think about how much of a fool we looked like. The people passing by us going the other way, they must have looked at us and been like, what the hell are these people doing?
Oh, yeah. And the funny story is, so, like, when we were kids, we'd go camping with my grandparents, and we got off the boat, and we're all wet, and, like, Nick and I were just watching cartoons, and she's like, no, let's go on a bike ride, and neither of us wanted to go. We just swam all day. She's like, come on, we need to go on a bike ride, like, before we, shower and go to dinner, and I was like, oh. So we get on this bike ride. Nick and I have bad attitudes to start, and she's like, we're just going to go on this quick loop. So she starts going on the loop, and she took a wrong turn and put us in this extreme bike loop, okay?
Yeah.
And we are still in our wet swimsuits doing this bike.
That's right, yeah. Like, not even in the appropriate
Didn't
attire.
even change. Like, we were in wet swimsuits doing this bike ride. I remember.
Oh, the net of my suit. I remember just digging into my skin. Mm-hmm. Just digging in.
And so then, essentially, we got... As soon as my grandma realized, like, we are on the wrong way, like, I'm crying, Nick's, like, frustrated. She realizes, like, we're halfway. So either she can go back the same way we came, or we can keep going and just finish the, like, bike ride. We were so livid with her.
And that would have been a decent ride for adults.
Yeah.
But for kids in wet swimsuits, and again, no water.
No water, no nothing, like, it was just so funny. So we have, like, a running joke. But you know what I do think the craziest story is?
What's that?
One time, so I was still in high school, and you were probably a freshman in college, and your friends kept calling me, and I was like, what? And they called me.
I kind of thought this story would come up.
They call me, and they're like, can you please come outside? And I'm like, they're like, we need help. And I was like, what? So they're like, but you need to be really discreet. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I walk outside, and they, like, a minivan. It's like they open the doors, and out goes my brother being carried by two guys, literally, like, dead. I was like, what the hell? So, like, get the rest of his stuff. He, like, lays down in the grass, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I think I tried to throw up in, like, some bushes.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? And this is, like, back in high school, like, I wasn't really drinking super heavy at this point, and I was just like, what did you guys do to him?
I think this was 4th of July 2017, and turns out, if you make a strong vodka lemonade mixer, and, like, I put it in, like, almost like, like those, like, sport Gatorade water cooler things, with the spout, what I'm talking about? Like, we had a smaller version of one of those. And so I made a strong vodka lemonade mixer, filled up one of those jugs, and I thought it was going to be for everybody. I was, like, telling people in advance, like, I'll bring this mixer if anybody wants it. But everybody kind of brought their own stuff anyways, so then I had this mixer to myself, and, you can hide a lot of vodka and lemonade. And I had a whole lot of that to myself. And, 4th of July, hot day, on the beach, the sun baking me, the alcohol dehydrating me, the sun dehydrating me. I mean, that was, I was feeling rough.
So
a couple hours after you, thankfully. That was one of the clutchest sister moments, actually, now that I think about it. That's probably the most clutch you've ever been as my sister before. Because, I don't know if Mom and... I think they had an idea, but I don't know if they ever truly knew that I was, like, zoinked.
So I, like, essentially helped carry Nick up the stairs. Well, somehow getting it past my parents, carry him up the stairs, put him in the bathroom because he needed to throw up. He's throwing up. I check on him, like, every 20 minutes for, like, 2 to 3 hours. And I was, like, bringing you water and, like, food. Like, it was like I'm harboring a fugitive in my own home.
Right.
Then I helped you, like, go get in your bed and, like, just sleep the rest of it off.
Oh, yeah. That was one of the rougher times I've ever felt after some root tootin' drinking right there. I'll tell you what.
Oh, God. Well, those are all the questions I have, but it was great to have you on.
Yeah, this was awesome. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Thank you to the listeners if you've been listening this long. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. And we'll see you guys next week. This has been Next Caller.
Next Caller. Cause she ain't talking about nothing, bitch. About